and we are back. We went from emergency preparation to education, and now here's the fun part. We're going to be talking with the TikTok Bachelor. Matt is here today. Matt, how are you?
I'm doing phenomenal. How are you?
I'm so good. It's so
good.
Exciting to chat with you. So you are the TikTok Bachelor, but really 50 states and 50 dates. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's a good time. I'm always traveling. This is my first time in Salt Lake City in like the Park City area, which is really cool. And last year I was in Cedar City, and so I really like it here though. Everyone's super nice. It's very scenic. There's lots to do. So yeah, it's good to be here.
Utah is a wonderful secret. So we like to talk about it, but we like to keep it kind of under
keep it on the
wraps
down
as well.
low.
Absolutely.
All right.
So 50 dates in 50 states. Let's talk a little bit. How did that get started? And what made you say, hey, this sounds like a fun idea?
Yeah, so back when COVID first hit in 2020 and everyone was quarantined and didn't really know what was going on and was looking for different ways to entertain themselves, I got on a dating app and it said you could place your location anywhere in the U.S. for free, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. And once I started getting matches in some of these random states, I was like, well, I can't really do anything with this. I can't take them out to dinner or anything, and so I went on a virtual date with a girl in every state, and after I was doing that, I put some clips out online, and they started really gaining some traction, and then I decided to up the ante and go visit them all in person, and so that's what season 1 was, and now I'm on season 2.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So season 1 sounded like a great foundation, an amazing idea, and you've really got your growth and your interest from TikTok, is that correct?
Yeah, TikTok's like my main platform.
Awesome. Okay, so season 2, what made you decide that, you know what, I'm going to keep rolling with this, let's go?
Yeah, well, I guess it's fun going on dates and travel in the U.S., but the second time, the reason I decided to do it again was just because that first season I learned so much, and I was really laying the groundwork and growing the brand and building a following, and the second time around I just wanted to try to capitalize on that even more. And then, moving forward, I would like to continue, season 3, 4, 5, 6 just down the road, but I bring in someone new to do it.
Okay.
Kind of, this bachelorette thing, how it switches off. So put someone new in the spotlight, go on dates, whether it's a guy or girl, and, stuff like that. But I wanted to make sure I got it up and rolling first.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. So you're traveling a lot all over the U.S. So do you have a podcast or a blog that you share all of your adventures on besides through the actual date itself?
Yeah, so all of our date episodes are on YouTube, and so you can watch exactly what we do in each state with each date, how well me and her connect, the fun we had, the moments we shared. But then, yes, I do have a podcast as well, and we call that the Post-Date Podcast, and that's where myself and my host, Eddie, we talk with my dates. We bring 2 of them on, and in the past, we would have 1 of them on at a time, and we would just talk, we just kind of play some fun games, ask some questions, do some stuff like that to, see how they felt about the date and being followed with a camera and going on a date with this guy from the internet type thing and kind of their side of things. So
do you feel like you're now a travel expert?
I feel experienced. By no means am I an expert, but I feel experienced, whether it's like checking in and out of hotels and Airbnbs or, what part of the states I'm in. So I feel well traveled.
Okay, so my next question for you is, who plans the dates and how do you decide which state you're going and when?
Yeah, so when we plan out the schedule of it all, we try to be the most efficient in terms of travel. We wouldn't want to be like, oh, let's go to Utah, then next date go to New York, and then to Texas, so we try to make it efficient with travel and driving everywhere. But when it comes to planning the date, I usually have most of my dates plan what we do, just because since they're in the state and area, they know what there is to do for fun in those areas compared to me. I usually just use Google and I'm like looking and stuff like that, but they'll usually throw a bunch of ideas at me, and then that's where I'll take a big look at them, and then I'll maybe throw in some of my ideas, and we'll just kind of build out a date itinerary.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So in regard to the dates and selection of what you're going to do, has there been anything where you're going, I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that, but you do it anyways?
Well, yeah, of course. There's definitely a handful of things. Like I was just in Minnesota, and she was a pilot, and she and I have a fear of flying, and she wanted to take me up in a plane, and I was like, all right. I was like, I'll push the comfort zone. And then in Arkansas, my Arkansas date wanted to go. They call it frog gigging. And it's where you go and hunt frogs. And I was like, hunting frogs, and you have a spear, and it was just something that I was never used to. But I want to push the comfort zone and do something different, and just at the end of the day say I did all these different things.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that. I know I love adventures, so I think your idea is genius.
Oh,
absolutely, it is. Now, in regard to traveling, you mentioned you're scared of flying, but how do you get across from state to state? How do you travel?
Yeah, I travel in the 50 Dates, 50 States car. It's a Dodge Challenger. It's got got the whole wrap on it, and with my brand and logo and everything. And then last year I was in my 50 Dates truck, and I'm very thankful that I made it through the lower 48 because I flew to Hawaii and Alaska. But last year I'm very thankful because I started it last year with my truck, and I had 200,000 miles on it before I even hit the road. And so I made it through, though. I'm sitting here today, so but it made me nervous. But yeah, that's how I get everywhere. I travel and then fly to Hawaii and Alaska.
Awesome. Now, I noticed you share your auxiliary cord
Oh,
with
yeah.
each of your dates. What's the story behind that?
Oh yeah, I think that's just kind of like a fun thing, and it does well on TikTok and stuff like that. I always, I share the aux in my car to see, my dates' taste in music and who they like for an artist or what the vibe is, and it just kind of shows their personality, and some of them get super nervous about it, but it's kind of like an icebreaker in a way, and people on TikTok seem to be fans of it too. So
I love that. I know you definitely tell a lot about a person by their music taste.
you can, there's sometimes a girl will plug in, I'm like, all right, get out.
Just kidding. They're all wonderful women.
Of course.
That's amazing. So you had your date here in Park City. Talk to me about that. What did you do, or do you not want to share, spoil it because it hasn't been aired yet?
I can't spoil all the secrets, but I could share a couple things. We split up our time between Park City here and then Salt Lake as well, and we went up to Park City Mountain, did some stuff up there, which was really cool, and then over in Salt Lake City, we went to a little cereal shop and the drive-in movie.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
great.
Absolutely.
I know we're definitely proud of what we have to offer here for activities. So thank you for helping share that with the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, in regard to had date number 39 last night.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a few more left. What about the season finale? How do you wrap it up?
Yeah, so my last date will be in Hawaii at the end of July, and then we're going to take the top 10 dates of the season. We're going to go to Miami, and we're going to bring them to Miami, and then I will pick a winner there in Miami, and me and her will go to Puerto Rico for 4 nights, all expenses paid for.
That's
and so that's going to be stressful and interesting, when it comes to this whole thing and narrowing it down, because I've had a lot of really, really great dates and met a lot of really great gals, and so that's kind of the end game to season 2 and everything. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, last piece, how did you find the ladies to join you for all of these dates?
So all of my dates applied, and it's very funny when I say that. It's just so natural to me because that's what the process is. But then I kind of realize how absurd that sounds, and so when I say that, people are like, "They apply? You got it made," and I'm like, well, it's part of the brand and stuff. But no, it was really popular. We got over 10,000 applications in less than 2 months to be dates, which was really cool. I was super nervous when I put out the application for season 2. I was like, man, I'm gonna feel bad if I put it out and I get 100 applications, and so but how it really resonated with people was awesome. So go through there, pick out who I think would be the best fit in each state, and roll the dice and see how it goes.
That's amazing. No, that's definitely a lot of pressure to narrow it down, and now even more pressure to narrow it down to 10 and then to 1. I can imagine what you're feeling. Now, where can we go to follow you and to join you for the last part of this journey?
Absolutely, yeah. So I encourage everybody to check out the website 50dates50states.com, and that's where you can read about the journey, see old news stories of mine, see who the dates are. You can look at all my social media channels, stuff like that. But when it comes to specific social media, TikTok is where I post most of my content, but YouTube is where the date episodes come out, and you can see it in the full length and everything like that. And then Instagram, I got the pictures. So all kinds of content on all the platforms.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, I wish you luck in finding love, maybe, also growing this brand. I think it's a really fun and amazing concept that you've got going on. So power to you on that one. And now we will be right back after we had this wonderful conversation with the TikTok Bachelor. So stay tuned. We've got a few more things to chat about on this wonderful Friday morning.